Episode 4, navigating through adulthood. Today we're gonna do something different, man. Rough day. My aunt passed away this morning, and it just had me thinking about just a lot, a lot of different things. And so traditionally, well, the last 3 episodes, I've done an interview. I'll talk to y'all, and then I do an interview. And then my wife was telling me that one of our friends, Nubia, she was like, man, I want to hear more Q, talk about his navigating through adulthood. Like, I want to hear more of what's going on with him. So this whole episode, I'm going to do that. And I got a text this morning. My cousin, he's in Singapore on business. He texted me. I just think it's wavy. Like, I don't even know what wavy means, but I think that's just cool that he's, he my cousin went for his dreams. My cousin, he worked for the State Department for like 14 years. He speaks Mandarin. He went to China, lived in Beijing for like 2-3 years, and now he just like travels around the world and does like international business. And he texted me at 4:00 this morning. Well, I got the text at 4:00 this morning saying, that my aunt passed away, and man, it just had like a damper on the day because I go to work, and like now what's happening for me at work, I don't know if you guys know, I used to do radio, now I do television. TV is I've been wanting to do TV my whole life, but it's so visual, right? So you can kind of see, like with me, I can act, but it's hard for me to act up when things are just down. So like I just had like a rough day at work. And for me, this is like the first day this was like really work for me because like I'm thinking about stuff with my life, and then my aunt passing away, and she was sick, and so we kind of knew, but I felt bad for my mom, and I felt bad for my mom's brothers and sisters. It wasn't really about like me and my aunt, and but like her kids. I felt bad for them, and I just started envisioning like, man, say if that, like that's the inevitable. Like if you're lucky in life, that's what's going to happen, right? So, I get the text this morning. So, I get to work, and it was just rough. It was just rough because the show got to go on. So we had some technical difficulties. Trying to fight through that. It was just like a rough day. And then I've been taking an improv class because I just want to get like, I finally feel like I know where I want to go professionally. For so many years I was doing radio, and I never really wanted to do radio. I just never wanted to do it. I love music, but I never wanted to do it. Never. I never woke up and was like, man, I want to do radio. Like never. It was never a passion of mine. So, and this is the first time I'm really saying this like publicly, I feel like, but I never wanted to do that. And I mean, you wake up and you're doing something for like 13, 14 years. And I did radio because I got in. Like I hustled to get in, and I got in. And it was just, I'm not going to say a waste of my time, but I felt like it was a stepping stone. So like now I'm finally where I want to be, on the road to where I want to be. And of course, without radio, I wouldn't have gotten to TV. So I don't want to ever discard what radio has done for me because it was a great medium for me, but I just never, that wasn't it. So like for me, I'm telling you, I'm taking this improv class, and I think this was week 3. And, I went to LA in 2007 to get into TV and do different things. But I got back into radio. I got a radio job, and I produced a movie when I was in LA, but I was still like, the basis of me was like radio. And I feel like in life you get like you get tests. You get tests, and God will test you in order for you to like pass the test. And if you don't pass the test, it'll come up again. So I feel like, I had a couple of radio offers, since I've been off the radio since November, but I have no passion to go back into radio. And this is bold for me to say this because I'm kind of like challenging myself to let you guys know that that's not what I want to do. Like, so if you dig up this tape or dig up this podcast, and then like a year from now I'm on the radio. That's kind of like defeating my purpose. Like I'm really, by me saying this, I'm really verbalizing that part of my life is over, and now you can judge me on it. Like you can take a clip of this. Like, I thought you weren't gonna be on the radio, and now I hear you on Pot Blazing 645, or whatever. So, like I said, I really know where I want to go and what I want to do. So I'm taking this improv class, and I was just in the improv class, we have to, act out different scenes, and usually I'm hype, and I hate giving pity parties. Like I think I told one person at work that my aunt passed away, so I go from work where it was just difficult, and then I go to the improv class, and like I have to do like different scenes, and they're like, man, Q, we love your range. Like usually you're like excited, and now you're like, I don't know, you're just like subdued, but like that's good choices today. And I'm like, I'm not even acting. You know what I mean? So and I feel like in life we have to challenge ourselves, and it's been kind of tough for me. I'm saying, I'm just thinking about, my aunt passing away, but it's been tough for me because I really have been around people who think average. Like I've been around a lot of like, well, that's the way life is. No, dog. I don't feel like I don't. So it's one person I know. They always say, you can't have it all. I don't. Why not? I'm really that one of those people. Like, why can't you be healthy? Why can't you live your dreams? Why can't you have money? Why can't you give back? Why can't you do all of that stuff at the same time? It's not going to be easy, but why can't that be possible? So I've been finding myself like separating myself from people because I really can't. It's hard for me to find people on the same wavelength that I'm on. And I'm not saying like I'm some genius or whatever, but like, dog, like it's been draining me. I don't know if it's the weather on the East Coast, but it's been super, super draining me. Super draining me. And it's like I've been looking for inspiration everywhere I can find it. Like it's this guy named E.T. the hip hop preacher. I've talked about him on my Instagram. I got introduced to him via my boy Danny Palmel's. This was like October 2000. Was this 15? Like 14, I believe. No, 13. Yeah, 2013. So, like I looked at all the ET's, Eric Thomas's E.T. the hip hop preacher's videos, all of this stuff. Like it's just I'm just trying to find. I'm reading books. I'm just trying to find more and more inspiration because the more and more that I go through life, I feel like people are just giving up. People just give up. Like I can't give up, dog. Like so I've been finding myself just by myself. Like I feel like I sit alone in my four-corner room eating a wing dinner. I feel like Ghetto Boys. Like I'm just by myself. Like it's crazy. And so now I listen to E.T. the hip hop preacher. Then, man, I don't know if you guys know, but this album, I listen to this like almost every day. The Recession by Young Jeezy. Now you may say, who is Young Jeezy? Or some of you like, Young Jeezy? This album came out 2008. It's just great. Like even though now I'm gonna give you the backstory of Young Jeezy. I don't know if he really sold drugs. I think he did. I don't know, but he's like this drug dealer rapper where he talks about motivating the thugs. Like you can get out of any situation. So I'm like, I'm listening to this Recession album over and over and over. And Young Jeezy has so many albums. He has like 5 albums. He has some good. Other albums are good. His first album is great. But this Recession album, I listen to that all the time. So I listen to the Recession album, and then I'm talking to my kids, and I'm like reciting Jeezy verses like, man, I'm young by the way. I'm hung by the way. Like it's just, man, I listen to Young Jeezy a lot. And for I don't even want to throw race into it, but it is what it is. Like I feel like I felt like, and we're talking about navigating through adulthood, I felt like for so much in my life up until this point, I felt like not like I had to be someone different because that's not it. in order to get to where I want to go, I know I want to be on TV. Well, I'm on TV, but national television. I want to have my own TV show, production company. I have my production company that I have to not almost compromise who I am, but just like curb some things of who I am or what I like, right? And then I look at somebody like Marshawn Lynch. I don't know if you guys know Marshawn Lynch. He plays for the Seattle Seahawks. This dude will not compromise who he is for anybody. He just won't compromise. And I admire that about him. And I feel like navigating through adulthood is really about staying true to who you are and being comfortable with the decisions that you make in your life. And I looked at Marshawn Lynch. I watched the football game yesterday, and they were down by fourth quarter. It was like one of the biggest or best comebacks in NFL playoff history. They were down by 19 points, and you got to go back and watch. But they're down. It was 20 or 19-7. 4 minutes left in the game, and Marshawn Lynch is on the side. He's on the sideline, bopping his head, yup, it's cool. We're going to get this ball back. We're going to be good. And I'm like, man, he's not worried. And that's how you got to navigate through life, right? You got to really know, you got to have a goal. You got to focus on that goal. And you got Marshawn Lynch this shit, dog. Really, you really got to Marshawn Lynch your focus. That's how you have to be, because there's so many people that they have a dream or something in their head, and then people, I got to say it, these average motherfuckers will get you off your dream, man. They will get you off your dream because they're so average and basic. Russell Wilson, I counted him out. I tweeted. He had 4 interceptions during the game. And I was like, man, he's playing like Donovan McNabb in NFC Championship game. Because if you know Donovan McNabb, I'm an Eagles fan. If you know anything about Donovan McNabb, he did not show up traditionally in NFC Championship games. And I always go back to the Eagles because in my early 20s, I was a big Eagles fan. So I just feel like, man, I was looking at Marshawn Lynch. I was thinking about my aunt passing away. I'm like, you got a swag. You got a Kanye West through your life. And I'm not saying curse people out or drink some Hennessy or grab a mic from Taylor Swift, but you really have to be laser focused and confident and block everybody out for everything you want in your life. I'm gonna keep it real, man. And I don't even want to say the store because this store may give me a sponsorship later on in life, and then they'll pull this up you don't like us. You said X, Y, and Z about us. But we went to this. Me and my wife went to Bernard Hopkins' 50th birthday party, and we went to this department store. And I'm in the department store, and my wife is picking out dresses, and I'm like, these dresses are horrible, right? It's like a waste of my time. But it was affordable, right? It was cheap. It's cheaper. And I'm like, yo, why are we even in here, man? Why you're wasting my time? And I'm not saying if you can't afford something, don't get it. But we could afford the extra whatever if she went to another department store, right? So she went to this one department store and she was cutting corners, and she was like, well, I can get this for right now. And the dress looked horrible. It was the material. It was a one-wear dress, and it was like a prom dress. And no disrespect to proms, but we grown, we 30 something. We can't roll around looking like we're going on a prom. So my wife didn't understand that, and these are things that I go through because I've seen a lot of successful people in my life, and I want to be successful. Don't ever feel like there's anything wrong with wanting to have money, wanting to be successful, wanting to be the best. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, and that's where I'm at with my life, right? So I'm telling my wife, yo, dog, man, take the dress back. And we get in a big argument about the dress. I'm like, yo, it's a waste of our time. So then she goes into a more expensive department store, and then a week later, now she's texting me oh my God, you're so right. This other dress is amazing. And it's not about the money of the dress, it's just the quality. If she could have found the same dress for $4, buy it. Quality. But that's what I'm about. I'm just about quality. And I'm at a point in my life where I know what I want. And I feel like I'm gonna have to be isolated. Like, this is the most talking I'm doing. Like, I don't even talk on the phone anymore because I'm so focused. I'm focused on my family. I'm focused on my career. I know what kind of schools I want my kids to go to. I know what kind of cars, I want to drive. I know what kind of cars I want my mom and dad to have. And I want to get all of that for them. I'm putting everything on my back. Like, I want to change my family's generational path, and we're on a cool generational path. But I want my family to be like the Rockefellers. And cool, you may not want your family to be like the Rockefellers. And what I mean by that is, I want my families to be wealthy. Like, I want to drop 60, 50, 60 grand a year on education if I want for my kids. Like, oh, well, yeah, they're going to go to that school because it teaches them Mandarin, and then they have this, like, exchange program in the 3rd grade. Like, that's the type of stuff I want for my life and my family. I just see it. So I don't sleep. And it's hard for me to talk to people because then they, like, average people talk to me and they're just like, why? I need 8 hours of sleep. I can't get 8 hours of sleep, y'all. And I feel like I'm not even rambling. To me, this all makes sense. It just all makes sense. We went to go see the Lego movie the other day. Do yourself a favor. You don't even have to have kids. It'll probably look weird if you're going in this movie theater. I don't even know if it's on the movie theater. We caught it on like Philly.com or something, and we went to a movie theater and saw it. But this movie has so many like life lessons. Really good movie. It's really motivating. The Lego movie. What else happened this week? Oscars. Like, I'm seeing everybody like Oscar nominations. Oh my gosh, there are no black films or no black actors nominated. So what, man? Why stop looking for validation or a pat on the back from somebody else? You don't need it. They said I didn't see Selma. They said Selma was a good film. Bravo. Like, no, you made a good film. You don't need people to give you an award to validate you being great. You don't need it. You don't need it. I'm telling y'all, man, you got a Marshawn, Lynch, Kanye West for your dreams. That's the way you have to be. You have to be just like that. You have to stay motivated. And like, I feel like I'm just looking for new motivation. Here's the thing. Hit me on Instagram. I stay on Instagram. I'm trying to like pop back and forth on Instagram. So hit me on Instagram. Anything that motivates you, I really want to know, because I want to investigate it. Like, if it's a poem, if it's a YouTube video, if it's a book, if it's a street that you go down, like, hit me on the link. All Media Q is my Instagram. All Media Q. So like, I just want to know the things that motivate you guys. Like I told y'all, some of the things that motivate me. It's Eric Thomas, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. I read this book called Choose Yourself by James Altucher. What else? Just reading the Bible. My kids motivate me. My wife, I love I love running. That motivates me. My man Troy Carter motivates me. My guy Q Gaskins motivates me. My man Burke Morley motivates me. Like, I'm just looking for new inspirations and motivations, man. Like, and I felt like this week on navigating through adulthood, it's such a crucial time. And you know what I'm sick of? Man, this is 2015. You know we got it, man. We sick, man. We what, 6 weeks in? That doesn't. The year changing doesn't mean anything to me. It really doesn't. It's just right now. It's time to go. It's just time to go and time to get some things completed and time to get some things done. That's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, I know I got greatness in me. I know I have greatness in me, and I think you guys do too. But don't make excuses. When people make excuses, like, and this is real, I can't talk to nobody. Like, when people make excuses of why they can't be great, I just look at them like, it disappoints me, because I feel like I see greatness in everybody, and I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm just telling y'all the real. Oh my God! So my wife is in the background, and I hope she doesn't. Oh, I don't want to say that. I was about to say something. And I was about one of my friends who's like famous. But I hope you are you trying to be famous? Okay, because I'm not trying to be famous. You know the thing is when people, you know, the weird thing about being on TV, and it's very local, guys. Like it's just in Philly, but the weird thing is like I could have a like that. I was telling y'all we were in this one department store, and I'm pissed because we're in the department store, and this lady sees me like, oh, I love you on Fox, and like I'm pissed because I'm in there. And the lady doesn't know why I'm pissed, but I would like, and every time I'm on TV, for the most part, I'm having a great time because that's my dream. I've been wanting to do that for such a long time. So you kind of have to like, I don't want to fake it. No, sometimes I'm not Mike Jarrett. Mike Jarrett is happy all the time. I'm not. So if you see me out in the street, don't take it personal if you see me and I look mad. I'm not Kanye West. I'm not going to bite your head off, but I can't like put on face if that makes sense. Why you got that face?
Because you are a celebrity.
I'm not a stop. That's so whack. There's no one's a celebrity. Let's celebrities hold time out. Meek Mill is a celebrity. Hold on. Who else is a celebrity? Kevin Hart's a celebrity. Mike Jarrett is a celebrity.
Yes.
Who else? Who else is a celebrity from Philly?
You are.
Bill Cosby. I'm not. I know celebrities. It's a difference.
There is a difference.
Bernard Hopkins is a celebrity. I'm not no. Listen,
Do people ask you to take pictures?
that doesn't matter. Listen, there's strippers on Instagram that people. And here's the thing. Here's another thing too. Yo, I went to a party, right? I went to two parties. I went to a house party for my man Kyle. He had a surprise party. Happy birthday, Kyle. And I went to Bernard Hopkins' party. Yo, we got to make a party rule, dog. We really need to make a party rule for the simple fact that we got to stop taking pictures in parties. Like, that's becoming bigger than the party. Like, taking pictures in the party is becoming bigger than why you're there. It's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? All right, let's take a picture. And like, nobody's socializing. It's like everybody's just taking pictures and for Instagram, but just to make their life look amazing. I'd rather just. It was so funny. I was at the house party. I stayed in the corner the whole night and just listened to my man. He was a DJ. Shout out to Greg Nitty. Play music all night because like it was just a party. Let's just party. But people just love to just go places and take pictures. Like I don't understand this concept. You go to a concert and you're filming the whole concert. Do you go back and look at the concert footage on your phone? Like the entire footage? Like I don't get like we don't enjoy things anymore. It's like everyone is a celebrity. Everyone has photo ops. Everyone is like, I want to show you how. Hold on, my friends, they didn't come out. I'm gonna show you how amazing my life is. No, I'm out here with these celebrities. I'm a celebrity. We all celebrities. Like, what does that mean? Essentially, I don't want that. I do not want that. I feel like we should go places and enjoy ourselves. Like, you know what they should have? They should make, if I have a party, this is what I will do. I will make sure everybody has to check their phone in, and then you have a photographer go around and just take pictures, like candid pictures. And you go to the website and you put, like, remember Nightlife Link? It was this thing called Nightlife Link in Philly, like a party, like, or ATL poppin', or what's poppin' ATL. Like, that kind of thing. Like, you take pictures and you keep the party moving. Like, it's like a picture taking party. That's all people are doing. Like, let's go take some pictures. Let me get dressed and take some pictures. You can't even remember if you danced. You can't remember the conversations you had. You just like, I took some pictures. That was amazing. And I feel like I'm guilty of that sometimes. But I want to go have some fun. And you know, another thing where I'm over my whole 20s, this was fun. Going out, drinking, getting drunk, fun. That equal fun. That's not fun. It's just not fun. Like I need some new inspirations, dog. I need some new fun. I went snowboarding for the second time the other day. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it was real. She was real dicky about it. Shout out to Jen Frederick. We work on Fox 29 together, and she's like a master snowboarder. So she took me out there to embarrass me, but it was cool because I didn't care. Like I had fun. I'm not a master snowboarder, but this is my second time snowboarding. My first time was in 2007, and then the second time was last week, and I had so much fun. And I was like the only black guy out there, and I'm like, where are the black people? Like I want to really master snowboarding. I have to get back out there before April. Like I really want to get back out snowboarding. But yeah, like I want to know, hit me on Instagram, All Media Q. Let me know what motivates you. Let me know what you do for fun other than going to Instagram picture taking parties or drinking or smoking or whatever. I want to know what you guys do for fun. Man, this was Navigating Through Adulthood. Nubia, I hope you liked it. I'm going to start shouting people out that listen to my podcast. Shout out to Sanjay. Shout out to Donovan West. And me and Donovan is so crazy because I used to do this local video show called VTV in like 2000. Me and him were like the co-hosts on that. And yeah, shout out to Mr. Leonard. That was my 6th grade teacher. I went to go surprise him at my old elementary school the other day. And if you ever want to see some stuff I do, go to QuincyHarris.com. From Fox 29, go to myfoxphilly.com and just click in Quincy and you'll see me, Quincy. Next week, I don't know if I'll have a guest or not, but I just felt like I wanted to get that kind of stuff off my chest. And yeah, that was it. You want to say why?
Peace.
All right, y'all. Navigating Through Adulthood, episode 4. Holla.